So Microsoft jumped on the True Wireless Buds bandwagon, and if I'm honest, I kept my expectations pretty low for them. And it's not because it's their first pair, but it's because deep down I kind of expected them to just miss the point of True Wireless Buds altogether, just considering how massive their pair is. And with that said, I was beyond surprised when I got these in because they are actually pretty amazing. So, with that said, introducing the Microsoft Surface Buds. Let's talk about whether they're actually comfortable, how they look, and how well they sound for $200. So, let's dive in. The boxing is actually quite nice. So first, rip through the plastic and then lift up the lid to find the instructions and the buds themselves sealed inside their case. And so you pick it up, rip through the plastic, and open the case to find the buds inside. Then put them aside, lift up the next lid, and find some replacement buds of different sizes and the USB-C charging cable. Good stuff so far. The exterior design consists of this glossy plastic for the top surface and rubber for the bud portion of it. And it's a big earbud, one of the largest ones you'll find, but it's built incredibly well, I would say. It just feels really solid in hand, and they're just built really nicely, really. I can continue to rave about that for a very long time, but I think that that's enough. In other words, these are a premium pair of buds for sure, and they're priced like it too. And the case itself is built very nicely too, and it's hefty enough, and it's made of this glossy plastic and magnets that are nice too, actually, for the most part. And it charges through USB-C, which is obviously a huge win here, and the magnets securely seat the buds, and they stay flush on the surface. It's just really elegantly done here too. I like it. Now, these earbuds look ridiculous on me, there is no doubt about that. And they look like gauges, but inside my ears. However, these are insanely comfortable, and they stick out, which makes them look awkward no matter what, and it's a little bit weird wearing these in public, but they sit in my ears better than almost any other pair of earbuds I have ever tested, and I really mean that. These are insanely comfortable, except for maybe the normal AirPods and the Hammerheads True Wireless, as those are just a little bit lighter on my ears, and quite frankly they look a lot better too, but they're fantastic here too. So in terms of comfort and the fit, I'm extremely happy with the Microsoft Surface Buds. And now, let's go ahead and talk about features. These will give you the best user experience since the second you put them on. You get greeted by Cortana as she walks you through how to use the gestures, and it kind of feels like wearing a VR headset but without the VR headset itself. It just feels that immersive, and I think that it's super cool. It's a very unique experience to say the least. And this large surface area might look ridiculous, but it makes using gestures easier than it is on any other pair of earbuds ever, if I do say so myself. You can double tap for pausing and playing music, and single tapping for answering phone calls, if I believe so. Slide up and down for volume controls, and back and forth for track skipping. This is exactly how you should do gestures. This is the best implementation so far, without a doubt. Thank you, Microsoft, for actually thinking things through here. I appreciate that. No other manufacturer has managed to do gestures as intuitively as Microsoft has, and that's a fantastic achievement in my opinion. Now, in terms of sound quality, these don't have active noise cancelling, which is worth noting, but the passive noise isolation is the best I have ever tested. Seriously, it feels like nothing can actually get through. I have a really tough time hearing anything outside when listening to music with these, even at moderate volumes. These offer a nice soundstage, not super wide, but the bass is nice and punchy, and there is no such thing as tinniness here. It's awesome. Watching content, playing games, and listening to music, it doesn't matter. These are the best sounding true wireless buds I have ever tested. Even better than the AirPods Pro, in my opinion, and the AirPods Pro sound very good for what they offer and their size. So honestly, there, I said it. I think that they're pretty awesome. Battery life isn't going to be quite as good though. You get around 5 hours of battery life, I would say, from the buds, and another 19 hours from the case itself. It's alright, but it's a big case and the buds are also pretty large, so I kind of expected better here. Still, they'll last you at least all day, so that's good. At the very least in total, when you put the total number of charges that you get from the case and what you get from the earbuds once they're fully charged. But these are not perfect. As close as they actually come. These are very practical, but they look a little bit ridiculous. That's just really tough to ignore here. And reducing the size of the touch-sensitive surface might help here, and it might make using gestures a little bit more uncomfortable, but at the very least, it'll just look better, and it'll just be less awkward to wear in public, and I think that that's going to help quite a bit, especially since the surface portion itself sticks out quite a bit from your ears. It's impossible for others not to notice. And the case does not feature wireless charging, which kind of sucks. It's just a bit of a missed opportunity, and I did expect that. Normally, I would also complain about these not having noise cancellation, but the noise isolation is way too good here. So honestly, I don't miss noise cancellation. It basically works the same as noise cancellation in my opinion. It's honestly just that good. They have that great of a seal. So honestly, I'm really happy with it just having noise isolation because it also helps on battery life, even though it is top quality, best in class noise isolation. And I really can't just find much to hate about these buds, if I'm honest. They're a little bit pricey, sure, but they're cheaper than the AirPods Pro, and in my opinion, they're better in some aspects. They sound fantastic. I think that they're super comfortable, gestures are everything I would want, and battery life is fine. If you were on the fence about these, unless the aesthetics are everything to you, then you will absolutely love these, in my opinion. So with that said, strongly surprised and highly recommended. And if you're interested in purchasing these buds, then I will be making sure to leave links to Luster in case you're looking for any sales on the Surface Buds and just to check out any other storefronts when it comes to any types of alternatives. And I strongly recommend it here because it is a very helpful tool for actually finding other types of products or even just sales when it comes to the Microsoft Surface Buds. So everything is going to be within that Luster link, and that is going to be affiliated. So if you end up buying anything from there, I do get a small commission that does help me run things just a little bit more smoothly. So if you were to use that, I would appreciate that quite a bit. And also, if you like me enough, then do make sure to follow me on Twitch, where I like to stream Final Fantasy XIV every Friday and Saturday from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Time, even though that is subject to change, as I would like to stream for a little bit longer for you guys. And I might actually start streaming on YouTube soon, but for now, links to everything or to my Twitch are going to be below. And do not forget to follow me also on both Twitter and Instagram if you would like to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in terms of the Tech Summit endeavors. And with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.